New follower, get this Jamocha point.
got Iowa corn, West Virginia coal, and we need gasohol to move us up and down the road, so we can say goodbye to OPEC and hello to our corn and coal. We got Iowa corn, West Virginia coal. We can get gasohol, farm our corn in Iowa. We can get oil from coal down West Virginia way. And we can say goodbye to OPEC and hello to our corn and coal. Got Iowa corn, West Virginia coal. When we get our gasohol to move us up and down the road, get our oil from coal, to keep our country on the go. Then we will say goodbye to OPEC and hello to our corn and coal. Got Iowa corn, West Virginia coal. When we get our gas so haul to move us up and down the road, and when we get our oil from coal to keep our country on the go, and we will say goodbye to OPEC and get this monkey off our back. Then we'll say goodbye to OPEC and get this monkey off our back.
The mat's away and the mice will play. Scratchers, that is. It's desperate losers.
Welcome, 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 welcome. We are sadly still without Matt, but I think we're going to get him back soon. With me, as usual, is my very good friend, Chris Creature.
Howdy.
Chris, I feel abandoned by Matt. Do you feel abandoned by Matt?
I feel like my memories of Matt are misty and through a Vaseline smeared lens of nostalgia.
Yeah. I feel like this about our good friend Matt. I feel like he went out for cigarettes and never came back.
Never. Oh.
Yeah. We didn't love him enough. That's why he is not here.
Yeah.
Just don't love him enough.
We did not appreciate him when we had him, and now we do not have him.
No, we don't. Well, I see as usual my lower thirds are not working, so I'll just go ahead and turn that off. Chris, we have a lot going on today. We got a lot of points to distribute right off the top. So I think we should just get into that. I got a nice little submission here.
Ooh, it's a good way to start off our day.
We got a little good street team action.
I do like the street team music, and I appreciate the bathroom echo.
Well, so we got this lovely little thing here from Really Cereal. Put it up. Looks like.
At first, I thought it said dangers.
I wish it said dangers.
There's dangers inside.
I wish it said dangers. I guess to me this sort of looks like a shed. I'm kind of hoping that wherever it is that Really Cereal is, that there's just a strip club in a shed. One pole and two chairs.
Ooh, intimate.
Intimate, yeah. All right, looks like my lower thirds might be working again. So that's going to be 20 points for Really Cereal. And actually, I'm not going to dox Really Cereal and say where they're at, but we did get a couple of phone calls from the general vicinity that I think Really Cereal might be from. So these are working. And I'll play, you know what, let's go ahead and listen to our messages. Why not?
Oh, yeah.
Because we did get some good ones this week.
You're right, Shifty. It could be any kind of dancers. Behind that is Alvin Ailey.
3 new messages.
So anyway, I was listening to a Grateful Dead show, and I decided, okay, now it's about time to start scratching off that 50. I bought a $50 ticket. It was a special occasion. And immediately, like right after I started, it was like a 75 and then the 79. And I'm like, this looks good because those are the high numbers. That's what you want to see. And I think it was my 6th scratch, and I hit 20X, and then I just stopped. Because that's when you want to build the suspense, like, how much did I win? You never just immediately go for it. You got to let it set for a minute and simmer. Bam! I won $500. I was like, at this rate, like, that's almost half the show's budget in a month. Maybe I should just buy the show. I'll be like the executive producer. Oh, anyway, this message is brought to you by gambling. It's fun when you win.
What?
Fuck off.
Thank you for your call. You're from the East Coast, obviously. Could you hear him? His voice?
Fuck off.
End of new messages.
So we got a very confused caller from the general West Coast area. Again, I will not dox Really Cereal, but yeah, they did. These people, unfortunately, they called and they had their caller ID turned off. So I have no idea who that is. We can't call those people back. But they are working. The flyers are working. We did have that amazing call with Birdie, and I feel like and we've established 100 points if you get somebody to play with us on this show. Really Cereal, keep up the good work. I feel like we're gonna get some points in the mix there. Some things I have to bring up though. There's a lot packed into those voicemail messages, particularly Shifty's. I'll give you a little bit of background on that, Chris. Shifty left us 2 messages. The first message was so long that it was cut off by the answering machine. And then Shifty had the good sense to call back and tell me a much shorter version of the same story, which is the voicemail I present to you here. So I think we should give Shifty some points for that. Let's give him like 20 points for the voicemail and for recognizing that the first one was too long.
You got it.
Yeah, and there's something else that came out of that Shifty message. So Shifty, I think in a prior voicemail, I think Shifty, correct me if I'm wrong, I think you won like $300 with addition this $500. That is like half of the amount of money that we're in the hole. And he brought up a very good point about being able to buy your way into the leadership of this show. And so I did add a new prize that I think we should take a look at before we look at that leaderboard.
Desperate losers. Prize wall. What a collection of wall-to-wall horse shit.
Thank you, Howard. So we got the usual prizes there on top. 25 points gets you that NFT that nobody wants because it's just a JPEG in a zip file with a password that we won't give you. I've shifted things around a little bit though. 100 points now buys you your ad and the countdown. 200 still gets you the Kojak, but I've raised the price of the Geraldo roast because they're just really hard to make. And I got a job. It's not easy to find the time to make them. I don't want to be making them left and right. They need to be a special thing, and so we've raised the price. Now there is an exception to this, Chris, which is I did not feel that this would be fair to Pooh Stew, who did get roasted by Shifty. So for Pooh Stew, you can still get one of these roasts for 100 points, but after that, it's 300 points. 500 points buys you that Larry King most private nighttime thoughts. We have some new mystery entries here. 650, some sumptuous wonder. 750, a prize beyond words. 850, a life-changing opportunity. 909 points, something pretty good. But here is the brand new item, the chase item of all chase items, 100,000 points, and you will become the executive producer of this show. And I think a lot of people might be thinking, Milkshake, is that just a bullshit title that you get slapped on? No. For 100,000 points, which, let's take a look at that leaderboard. Not even all-time great Sleeve McDykel can become the executive producer with the points that he currently has. If somebody were to give us 100,000 points, that person would meaningfully become a part of this team. They would be the executive producer. They would be involved in executive decisions. They'd be involved in production meetings. Like, this is a real, like, you would actually be the producer of this show.
They pay us and we make them work?
That's how Hollywood works, yeah.
That's true.
That is how Hollywood works. Yeah. So that's what we got going on at the top of the show. Actually, let's take a look at that leaderboard one more time, see where everybody's at. Sleeve, of course, goes without saying, always on top, never calls in, 10,009 points. Sun King, also, I don't think Sun King is called in, but number 2 with 518. Clarky is here with 510. Bone Amputee with 478. We got Shifty at 434. Jubacus in number 6 position with 430. Starshine Kitten at number 7 with 400. Pooh Stew. Now Pooh Stew has the points for that roast if he wants it. But he's on the leaderboard for 283. Visk at 168 in the number 9 position. And Avi barely holding on to the last position, 163, but Avi might win some real points today and secure a better position on that leaderboard.
And I just want to remind you that the orphans are coming up from behind.
Where are the orphans at?
They're just off that leaderboard. It would only take a few points to just bump them right back up.
Heck yeah, new follower.
Visk gaming the system for 5 points. Gotta appreciate it. Give Visk 5.
All right,
Chris, I got some lovely little scratchers here. I got our good friends, the $2 Gold Rush doublers, but I also have the opportunity to win $1 million with this $5 scratcher.
Wow.
And the way that I'm going to do this today is you call in, you play one of our shitty pre-qualifying games, and if you win the game, I'm going to let you start scratching the $5 scratcher. But if you lose, you're going to be stuck on a $2 scratcher. I'll go ahead and take calls if you want to call in. There's Avi.
Hey, I'm calling in.
Avraham, welcome. Can you hear us? Avi, can you hear us? Yep, I think I lost Avi.
All right.
Well, call back, Avi. We'll
yeah,
get
Avi,
your
we
number.
gotta talk marketing, you and me.
We do. Avi had a. There he is. Avi, can you hear us now?
Does it work?
It worked.
Yeah.
Can you hear us though?
Yeah, I can hear you.
All right, great. Hey, Avi, I saw that you released a new animation.
Yeah.
You wanna tell us a little bit about it? I got it here for you.
Yeah, so sometime around 2022, I decided to see how many voices I could do in one short. And I did 4, and I wrote like this little fantasy thingy to kind of go along with it, and I drew it, but I only drew like pictures as an animatic. And I guess I kind of felt like I would just show it to people, and then I realized that I couldn't really show it to people at conventions because there were too many people at the conventions and you couldn't hear it. But it got actually a lot of traction on YouTube.
Nice.
But recently I decided to animate it. I mean, I don't like saying this stuff on the stream, but you'll probably figure out right now. But yeah, I was kind of doing some stuff with Bill Plimpton.
Oh, nice.
So he kind of did some creative input on that.
Legendary animator Bill Plimpton?
Yeah.
Nice.
Cool.
So, yeah, I was doing a class with him, and he wanted me to do an animation that was a minute, and I had this thing, so I decided to animate it. And yeah, it was a lot of work, and I learned some things, and but I'm glad I did it.
Well, it looks fucking great, and I highly recommend that everybody on the stream pop over to YouTube at some point, look up Avi Ezor, E-Z-O-R, and check it out.
Avi, I have 2 questions for Avi.
Yeah.
Okay.
Avi,
So enthusiastic.
You were an extra in the Trauma film Shakespeare Shitstorm.
Yes, I was.
I've worked with Lloyd, so that's pretty funny. I was at the
Nice.
yeah. That's very funny. My second question, Avi, is why is your channel not called Avimations?
Oh my God! It should be called that.
Yeah.
No, I wasn't really. That never dawned on me. I don't know why.
Because they're about your perspective so clearly too. It's not like you're making like, oh, I'm doing a bunch of nature documentary videos. It's inside your brain.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess I kind of just was so used to Buno's or the original name of my channel, which was Productions.
Yeah.
Productions. And then I just put my name, and that never occurred to me. I don't know why.
I'm not saying you got to do it. I'm just saying I want you to think about it.
Yeah. The one that I've kind of been using, which as a little like company name that you might see in the video, was Runaway TV Dinner.
Is there a backstory to that?
And yeah, I was getting groceries out of the car, and the TV dinner fell out, and I said, Runaway TV Dinner! And I thought, that actually sounds like it'd be a good name for like a band or an artist collective. So I decided to start making stuff with that name.
It's not bad, but it is no Avimation. I think you have a new name. Avi, would you like to play a pre-qualifying game to determine which of these wonderful scratchers you're going to get?
His enthusiasm knows no bounds.
I know, I love it. But you know what? He calls in, though. That's the thing. I feel like
really does.
beneath that just veneer of abject hatred for this show, there's a deep love for this show.
It's not like I didn't know what I was getting into.
It's true. It's true. I'm not gonna tell you which one's which, but Avi, I have 2 pre-qualifying games for you. I want a number from you, 1 or 2.
Do 1. It's the loneliest
You're gonna
number
do 1?
you'll ever know.
We're gonna do
Yeah.
it, and that pre-qualifying game is. So Avi, this is an entirely subjective game. I've got a Papa John's sign here. This is a very famous sign here in Miami. It says something underneath this Papa John's sign that makes it particularly notable. And I will give you 10 points for a correct answer, but I'll give you 20 if you have the best incorrect answer. And for everyone in the chat, go ahead and drop in your guesses, correct or incorrect. And best one from Avi or from anyone in the chat is going to get those 20 points. If it's wrong, any correct answers would get 10 points. Avi, what do you think it says? Shifty's guessing better ingredients, better pizza, which is their actual slogan. I would not put up just a normal Papa John's sign. It does not say better ingredients, better pizza.
It's got to be. Is there like? I guess I can like. There was a very famous sign here in Miami.
Yes.
And knowing Miami and knowing what I know about Papa John's.
Yes. Tell me something. Let's think out loud.
Oh, I got
what
it.
do you know?
Okay. If you, okay.
What are some things you know about Miami? What are some things you know about Miami, Avi? Let's do it.
Yeah,
out loud.
I think I'm just trying to think of how to put this.
Yeah.
Oh, Shifty's cardboard boxes.
Papa John's.
Are you guessing that it just says Papa?
Papa John's. Stuff your opinions up your crust.
That is the best one so far. Clarky here with iPoppy, but I think stuff your opinions up your crust is pretty good. I will reveal this. I'm gonna give you the 20 points for that, Avi. It was excellent. It is the most Miami thing it could possibly say. Vape and smoke shop. So Avi, you did win. I am going to give you some scratches on the big card. We have an opportunity for this show to win $1 million. I don't know if you know what that means for this show, but it would mean that basically, like, we would all just do this show and nothing else. You know, it's become our full-time job.
For this show, but it's a lot for this show. But you know, if you're doing a TV show, it's actually not much.
Even a third. It's
No, not even.
Episode.
Wouldn't even get you through a day on set.
Eric, you're peeking a little again.
I'm peeking. All right, I'll come down a little bit. Wouldn't get you through a day on set. But
I mean, I could get through it. We could get through a day on set. We couldn't get through 7 days of set and 7 days of prep. It just wouldn't work.
No, wouldn't work. But for us,
work.
I think it would. This show would at least be 3 days a week if we win $1 million. I think.
If we win $1 million, I think doing this show a couple days a week is fair.
Maybe I should throw a number out there, but we would definitely do it more than once. It would be a big win. I'd hate to win it without Matt, but you know what? Fuck him. He's not here. He's deadbeat dad at us. So if we win, we win. Avi, what do you think? Do you want to guess some winning numbers? Do you want to see some prize numbers? Where do you want to start on this card, my friend?
I say we see some. I mean, I like scratching the I like scratching the prizes. I don't know about the numbers. I like to know in advance.
Right. I'm going to give you all of the prizes. I'm going to give you all 5 of them for the scratching. And chat, well, you throw in your guesses too. Avi, on this first winning number, what do you think it is?
I'm just gonna say 15.
15. If it's a 15, you're going to get 10 points. Chat, what say you? Throw some numbers out here. We're seeing a 22 from Sun King. We're seeing a 12 from Shifty.
I have now banned the person dumping gibberish into the chat.
All right. 7 from Rup. I feel like that's enough guesses. Let's see what we got here. 25.
Oh, that was really
25.
close. Really close.
Very close for Visk. Holy shit, off by only 1.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I was considering 25, but
Yeah.
or at least close.
Now, Shifty mentioned that it's good to get higher numbers when you've got a high value card. Of course, he was talking about a $50 card. This is only a 5, but this is what we can afford around here. We are negative $1,718.33. Avi, second one. What do you think it is?
I don't want to go like too close, so 19.
19. 19. What do we think, chat? 19 feels good.
I'm hoping for some high numbers. Come on, Shifty. You really think this is gonna be a losing card? 3. You know, by your own admission, if we have a 3, it's over. Really serial with the 27. Sun King also going. Y'all are going to lowball me now, huh? We got an 8. We got a 5.
It's a real fuck you. We're not Matt. We know that. And they're just stuffing it in our faces. All right, we're looking for a 19 for Avi here. It's a 30. It's a 30. This card is feeling good, guys. You know, we're getting some high numbers. We might win here.
Yeah.
Third one.
Does it go higher than 30?
I don't know. I've never done a $5 gold rush.
I'm gonna. I'm gonna guess 27.
27. Vesk says it's 11. 42 from Rup Studios. Or I guess that's RU Up. 15 from Sun King. Let's go ahead and take a look at it.
I got a warm fuzzy. I feel like I'm almost tempted to say between the qualifying numbers and the bottom scratch off, we should use some magic again because it's feeling good.
You wanna break out a spell? You wanna do magic on it?
Let me see if I can whip something up real quick. I've got the PDF of the Book of Old Magic on my computer.
For reference,
what says grimoire more than a PDF?
It's an enchanted PDF. For reference, the last time that we did a spell, which we did on a I think it was like a $2 card, we won $10, which is the most we have ever won on this show. So good track record with the spells. Avi, what do you want for it though?
I'm gonna say like 11.
An 11. Chat, what are we feeling here? Avi's feeling 11. We've seen a 25, a 30, and a 16. Hey, Bruce Steele. 28 from Sun King, 12 from Really Cereal. Sneaking one above. If this was the price is all correct, that'd be a real sneaky guess on you, Avi.
What?
4 from Shifty and 21 from RU Up Studios.
We're not going to do any necromancy today, right?
So
No.
close.
It's
Okay.
a 14. It's a 14. Awfully close. Awfully close. Has anyone gotten any of these outright yet? It's a funky day. I feel like the last couple episodes, we've just been like, people have been guessing these left and right.
I know, we have had a really good track record for a while. I feel like people are doing better than average. So the pendulum must swing the other way, right?
Must it? I feel like nothing but net from here on out. Every card we scratch is a winner. That's what I'm feeling. Because now we have this PDF. I mean, just look how mystical this thing is.
I know, it's extremely mystical here. We've got some... Look at that.
Ooh, got like a hussar summoning a skull with an eye coming out of it.
Oh, that is awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's some really cool illustrations in this book.
Could you imagine?
And the thing is that they're all stolen, so there's that.
Could you imagine if this thing actually conjured the devil and the devil had to come and give us winning numbers on a scratcher? What a waste of the devil's time.
I feel like, like that's why the Catholics have the whole thing where there's like they have the whole hierarchy, and you go to a saint first. Like, you don't necessarily need to bother Jesus with this stuff. We've got Jesus's special secretary, who for specific things. Ooh, this is a good one. Ooh, yeah. That's a great image. Look at that.
Yeah.
Maybe we can summon this hooded figure to come and.
Give me that spell, Chris.
All right, let's do.
An awful appearance of a spirit.
Well, that seems to be a little bit of a read. I'm just roasting. Like, when the ghost shows up, you just immediately roast the shit out of them. I mean, this looks steam cleaned. There's nothing to roast here.
I don't know.
Like that guy's hairdo, though.
Yeah.
It's looking good. Looking good. He's got some real Jason Mantzoukas energy. Avi, the last number. What do you think?
Let's just do 7.
7. Chat, what do you think? What do you think? Is it a 7? Is Avi going to win 10 points?
We haven't gotten a single-digit number yet.
It might be time. It might be time. Sun King saying it's 21. Really Serial saying it's a 17. Avi, I'm with you. I think it's a single-digit number. Visk agrees. Coming in with that 8. Let's take a look at it. It's a 34.
Ooh, this one goes high.
This one does go high, but these are some high numbers. I feel like these are great numbers to start with. We might win here. Avi, I know that I was only going to give you these 5, but I'm going to give you 1 scratch on this board. Let's see if we can win some money here. Where do you want to go?
Top row, third one.
Yes.
28? Okay, my uncle's here. He just said 28, so it's 28.
Is this your uncle who's younger than you?
Your young uncle.
Yeah, yes, my uncle.
Hello, Yuncle. All right, 27 then. Chat, what do you think?
Wait, so 28.
Oh, 28. 28. Not a winning number for us. So let's see if that Yuncle is right. It's a 41.
Ooh, this really does go high.
Yeah, it would have meant $10 to us if we had won. 41, but oh no, 10,000! Holy shit! A lot of money on the line if it had been 41. Could have paid down our debt for sure.
Okay, we could try some geomancy.
Will you get some shapes in here? You just mance up some shapes? Is that what that is?
Yeah, maybe some interpretive dance.
I'll give you 5 points for the orphans if you dance, Chris.
No, I'm like, I don't mean me personally.
You know, let's get a shed. Let's get a shed. Let's get the pole in the shed. Let's get 2 folding chairs.
It's not that kind of geomancy.
You know, I would love for Really Serial to call in and tell us more about that strip shed.
I know.
Avi, thank you for playing, my friend. Didn't win here today.
Okay, thank you.
But you did get those 20 points, so you are a little bit higher on the old leaderboard. Hopefully we'll catch you next week. Yeah. You know what? If you make some soup, call back in and tell us about it.
All right, cool.
Bye-bye.
Maybe if you draw the symbol of the Fortuna Major on the card, like trace it out, then we'll win.
The Fortuna Major.
Yes.
Tell me more about that, Chris. What is
Well,
the Fortuna Major?
Well, the Fortuna Major is a symbol of wealth, rank, and power. And basically, the idea is that these shapes have mirrors in the sky and in the astronomy and the astrology, I would assume.
Yeah.
And so, just by creating those symbols in those combinations, you invoke the power of their celestial counterparts. Does that make sense? It's like an antenna to space, but fake.
So I gotta draw a bunch of circles.
You got to draw a bunch of circles.
Okay. I'm doing the top one or both of them, or what is?
Just the bottom one. The bottom one here.
Just the bottom one. All right. So we're gonna go one circle here. Not very visible. This is not a good pen for this. I don't know if I have a good pen for this.
Yeah, it doesn't. Listen.
Let's see what's going on in the back of the card. We'll throw it on here.
All right.
All right. So we got one of these.
Perfect.
We got one of these.
Yep. Then one
of
right
these.
below it.
Two. That's going to be big money for us right there.
Yeah. It's like it's funny. It kind of looks like a male member with two sets of testicles.
I mean, a 4-ball, I feel like, is great luck.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, here's to hoping we didn't accidentally summon a demon. But that'd be great streaming.
And if we did summon a demon, it would be like a fire hose of cum from 4 testes. All right, we got an unknown caller.
Ooh.
Unknown caller. Who are you?
Hello there, it's Liza VP.
Liza VP! Hello!
Hello.
Thank you for calling
I'm
in.
a bit
It's
shy.
been a minute.
I hope you're all well.
We are. You know what? Give Liza VP 75 points just for calling in for the first time.
Oh, that's very kind of you. Thank you. I don't think I've done anything yet to deserve it.
You have. You called in. You broke that cycle of fear and nervousness, and you called in.
I did break something, yes. Thank you.
Well, hopefully what you didn't break was a hot winning streak with these demon testes that we are going to hopefully transform into $1 million on this card. Liza, would you like to play a little pre-qualifying game to see how many scratches you're going to get on this thing?
Sure.
All right, I'm going to play the other game with you. Since Avi chose one, I'll give you 2. And that game is...
It's time for everyone's favorite guessing game. Dog toy, baby toy, or sex toy? Jesus, are you being real? That's the game?
I mean, that's the reaction we love to get, Liza.
That reminds me of Annie when Daddy Warbucks was like, did I just read an ad?
I don't love that this game reminds you of a little girl and an old man, but I'm gonna accept it with graciousness.
I was going to say Albert Finney, because I couldn't remember his name at first.
Well, you got it right. It's old Daddy Warbucks. We're looking at a toy here. Now, this is either a dog toy, baby toy, or a sex toy. Now, if it is a sex toy, Liza, I want to point out that this would violate the terms of service here on Twitch. This game is the most dangerous game we play on Desperate Losers. It could get us kicked off and we would have to go to YouTube. So it's always at this point when we play this game that I remind people to please follow us at YouTube as well, just in case we get kicked off of Twitch for playing this game. There's a 1 in 3 chance that we will be kicked off of Twitch. Liza.
So it's an adult fun-time toy instead of saying the sexy toy.
Yes. No sexy toys allowed on Twitch.
It's not a baby toy for sure.
Could be, though. It could be. So the way this is going to work is you're going to take a guess as to which of the 3 it is, dog toy, baby toy, sex toy. Then if you get it correct, it would be 10 points. But before we reveal what it is, we will show you a review of it. And then for 5 points, you can change your answer, or you can stick with it for the full 10. But just off the top, Liza, do you think that this very textured, fleshy, silicone-like object is a dog toy, a baby toy, or a sex toy? There is a little heart on it. You know, that could go either way for dog baby or sexual congress.
I think it's a dog toy.
You think it's a dog toy? What about this says dog toy to you?
It seems to be weighted on the bottom, and there's a handle so you could throw it and it would go far, and then your dog could catch it and bring it back to you.
That's interesting, because the flared base to me says we get kicked off of Twitch. But it's not mine to guess. It's not mine to guess. So we're saying dog toy.
There's copy you could put over places to allude to things.
Yes. Well, let's take a look at a review and see if you want to change that answer. So as always, our reviews are censored so as not to reveal what the item is. This one comes from Claire Melendez, who tells us that the object is not durable at all. She gives it 1 star. This item didn't last an hour with very long blank. Grab it, then blank, a couple of blank, a chunk, blank. Not happy at all. Item is already in the trash can. You said before, Liza, that this was a dog toy. You still feeling dog toy? You feeling that Claire is talking about a dog? Perhaps. All right. 10 points on the line. Sticking with it.
It's the question of, is the long blank my wife of 41 years, or is it Roger, my border collie?
There could be a Gumar. Don't assume that this is a wife of 41 years.
Bring your wife or other.
Liza, still feeling dog toy though, right?
I think so, yes, please.
Let's take a look. It is a dog toy. It is the Bob Tuffet Flexbone Dog Chew Toy. And I think until you get to Dog Chew Toy, Bob Tuffet Flexbone could still be the name of a sex toy. Liza, that was excellent. Do you have a dog in your life? How were you able to guess this so well?
I do have a small Pomeranian.
And is this 1 star item something that you would like to give your Pomeranian?
It might be heavier than him.
Fair enough, Liza. You did get that correct. So I'm going to give you 5 scratches on this card that could win us $1 million. Where do you want it? Where do you want to go here on this card? We have 2 bonuses, and then of course we have the winning numbers.
I guess the top left where it says prize, and then just continue till I run out of scratches.
I love it. Very methodical. Liza, you seem like a kind of a left brain person. I'm feeling from that.
That might be.
What do you think that first one is? What are we thinking?
I haven't a clue.
Well, that's kind of how the game works. We don't have a clue, and you just guess anyway. I'm going to need a number. The lowest we've seen on this card so far, 14. Highest we've seen is 41. So this thing could go up to 50.
Okay. So 25?
25. That would be a win for us. That would be a win for us if it's a 25. Chat, do you agree? Let's get some numbers on the board. Let's get some guesses. If you get it right, it's 10 points. But you know what? Because this would be a winning card for us, Liza, if that is a 25 and we win on this card, I'm going to give you 50 points. Let's take a look. We're getting 23 from Sun King, 33 from Are You Up Studios, 15 from Really Serial, 12 from Shifty Merchant. Ooh. It was a 43. But that's okay. It was only for $10. We wouldn't want to win $10. We want that million. We want that million. Not upset to lose it there. Do we have the makings of a straight here? I don't think so. I don't think we're in straight territory yet.
No, I don't think so either.
Now, Liza, we're going to do the next one. The prize. But before we do, let's take a look at the multiplier. If we win this prize, it's just the prize. One time, the prize. And it looks like it would be for $2,000. $2,000 if this is a winning number for us. What do you think the number underneath is?
11?
An 11. I like it. Not a winning number for us, but starts to get us in that zone of a straight. And if we get a 5-number straight, I'm going to give 5 points to everybody who has chatted. 26 from Argue Up Studios, 35 from Really Serial, 35 from Visk, 31 from Shifty Merchant, 17 from Sun King. Let's take a look. That's not your 11, Liza. That's not a winner for us yet. It's a 38. It's a 38.
38 can be a nice number.
It could be, but not a nice number for us on this particular card.
No.
Liza, what's going on in your life that you can call the terrible streaming show in the middle of the day? I always wonder about that.
It's not a terrible streaming show.
It's among the worst I've ever made.
Wait.
I've made some streaming shows.
I'm a caregiver for my parents right now. I got laid off before COVID, and then COVID wasn't very kind.
Yeah.
But my parents are doing much better now, so I'll be hopefully back on the job market soon.
Well, I'm sorry to hear that, but I'm also, I know how much it means to be there for your family. I've been in that caregiver role myself, and it's a really special thing to be able to do for the people in your life. And I'm sure your folks are lucky to have you.
It's really nice to have that time with your family.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For sure. Liza, what are you feeling here on this 4th number?
42, please?
A 42. Now, if it is a 42, 50 times the prize.
And everything.
50 times the prize. This could be a big winner for us.
Oh boy.
Could be a big winner for us. Sun King says it's a 32. Shifty says it's 45. Visk says it's 34. Really Serial. 3.
3.
Let's take a look. It is a 35.
So close.
So
they really
close.
know how to. They really knows how to string. Really knows how to string you along. We've been watching a lot of Popeye. I'm sorry.
Everyone should see the movie. The movie, at least how I remember it was that it was a good movie.
Oh, the Altman movie?
I'm not sure. The live action one.
Yes.
Yeah.
Did you know, Liza, that they built an entire town? That movie was plagued with problems. They built an entire town for it in North Africa, in the Mediterranean.
You
can still go see it. It's in Malta, right?
Yeah, it's in Malta.
But that's what I was thinking, Malta.
Yes. It is. It's called Popeye Village. You can get married there. It's a wedding venue now.
Oh, wow.
That's tempting.
It is. It is. So if you're looking for a wedding venue, Liza, can I suggest the Popeye Village in Malta? We don't have a winner yet on the board. Has anybody gotten anything right on this card so far, Chris?
No, not one.
I feel like these Devil's Testes, they're not doing anything for us.
Now, here's my question though. Does it make that's for prosperity, so it might not make the chat win, but it may make the card win.
You know what? This would be extremely selfish of me, but I say fuck the chat. I want to win $1 million.
Yeah, who doesn't want to win $1 million?
Yeah, and you know what? Maybe if we're feeling extremely generous, no, we won't share any of that money. We're just going to keep it for ourselves.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
We'll just make the show better. We'll bring on real guests.
We'll bring on real guests.
If we win $1 million off a scratcher, I think we bring on Geraldo.
I think we could get him.
I think. What is he doing?
What do you think his appearance fee is, Chris?
I think he's on Fox News.
No, I think he got fired. I think he got fired for being too anti-Trump. I know his cameo, and the last time I looked at it, his cameo was more expensive than you would think for Geraldo.
It starts at $250 for the cameo.
Wow.
Maybe you could get Chris Hansen. Chris Hansen lives in Stamford.
Wow. Yeah, but he is a real piece of shit. I don't want Chris Hansen on this show. He'd be an
I
absolute
have
bummer.
I don't know
I
too much
have
about
Geraldo
him.
Rivera's speaking fee for you.
How much is Geraldo Rivera's speaking fee?
For U.S. dates,
Yeah.
it's between $40,000 and $75,000.
Who the fuck does Geraldo think he is? 75 large?
You'd be surprised the amount of money colleges spend on graduation speakers that no one cares about. They just want to get that piece of paper or book and leave. And they make you sit there for hours. I was at a graduation that took 5 hours till
Wow.
I finally started giving out the books. And mine, luckily, it started raining, and so they just cut everything short and let us go after we went straight to the books.
Who was the worst speaker at this commencement?
But I have no idea.
Hmm.
The year before it was Sigourney Weaver, and my year it was someone who's quite famous in the theater world, but you'd see their face and know, oh, that person's quite famous. I know them, but you don't know their name. She would do one woman show. She was quite sometimes controversial, but I can't remember her name.
Lonnie Anderson.
Sigourney Weaver's pretty good though.
Yeah,
I had a very obviously drunk Ted Turner as my commencement speaker.
Ooh. We had
Yeah.
Howard Dean.
That's not so great.
Sigourney Weaver told people at a state college to go backpacking in Europe. Do you not know your audience?
It's been a long time
We can barely
since
afford
Sigourney
to
had
keep
to.
school.
It's been a long time since Sigourney's been one of the people. Speaking of the people, Liza, this last number. What are you feeling?
12?
A 12. Also a losing number for us. And this is why I say fuck you to the chat. Because as much as I love the chat, as much as I love the callers, I love Liza. I've seen you in the chat for a long time. It's wonderful to hear your voice. This is amazing. But also, how dare you
It's great to
just say
speak
that
with
it's going to be a
everyone.
losing number.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for having me.
Anytime you want to call, you can. And here's the thing, Liza, even if we're not on the air, you can leave a message and it can become part of the show. The loser line is always open for your calls. Are you up saying this is going to be a 16? Really, Serial 36. Sun King 32. Everybody here does not want us to win. Fuck you, chat. Let's take a look.
I have some scratch off news actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, yesterday a man in Racine, Wisconsin won $1 million off a scratch ticket.
Oh my gosh.
Wow. That does nothing for me.
I know, but it means it's possible, right? It means that we're just chasing a dream.
We are. If we had won this, we had a 29 on here, Chris, you're looking at $500.
He purchased it at a pick and save on Douglas Avenue.
This story gets better and better. Fascinating.
I know.
Liza, do you have any parting words you'd like to leave us with? Any encouragement for other folks who feel like they want to call in but haven't done so yet?
Oh, it's great. It's quite easy to call in and chat. There's nothing to be nervous about, and the show is wonderful. It's a lot of fun.
Liza, we love you. You've always been one of the warmest voices in chat, always sending well wishes. You bring such good energy. I'm so glad to finally
Thank
actually
you.
get to talk to you.
Well, it's great to talk to all of you. Thank you so much.
Thank you for calling in.
Okay, have a great day.
Bye.
You too, Liza.
Bye.
Hey, actually, there was $2 million wins yesterday. One in Wisconsin and one in your home state there.
Yeah, but this is coming from the Cuban government? Why is the Cuban government reporting on winning Florida lottery tickets?
I don't know. You think they're lying?
I just wonder. It just doesn't feel like it's within their remit, you know? I don't love that this article's coming to us from the Cuban government.
We could try to. I'll try to find it somewhere on a different page, but
Poostu saying Florida news is Cuban news. That is true to some extent. But I find this does not pass the smell test. There is something off about
I don't know.
this.
I think this is true because it says he bought it at a Publix. And really, what's more Floridian than a Publix?
Maybe a beating in the street? I saw a jar of muscle milk rolling down the street the other day. That felt very Florida.
That's brilliant. Well, listen, actually, it's wild. Oh, no. Yeah, he has enough money. How many times could he hire Geraldo?
That's a great question. How do we know that Geraldo is not working for the Cuban government? There's no way to know. And we can't ask him without dropping somewhere between $40,000 and $75,000.
Let's just say it's a middle of the road. He could hire Geraldo. Let's say it's a $50,000 speaking fee for Geraldo. He could hire Geraldo to give 12.8 motivational speeches.
Chris, I'm going to go out on a limb here. I'm going to say if we win this $1 million,
yeah,
right? We could win $1 million on Gold Rush Multiplier. I am not going to drop $75,000 on Geraldo.
You want me to negotiate him down?
If he's a series regular, maybe I'll talk $75,000. But for one appearance, no way. No way. But that's an in-person appearance. This would be a Zoom call for old Geraldo. Of course, if we ever have Geraldo on the show, he might sue us. So maybe we should never get Geraldo on the show.
Ooh,
it's like playing with fire.
Do you want this website for speaking engagements? You can look by budget and type, so we could look for a lower-end actor.
All right. Who's someone we can get? I want a name, but I want them to not cost us more than like $500.
Okay, so then we could get 500. The lowest fee is $2,500.
Okay, who's working for $2,500?
One GN, an all-female Christian rock music group. The American rap trio, the Fifth Ward Boys, which actually they're a decent group. Let's see. Experimental rock band, A Place to Bury Strangers.
That's a very rough name.
Let's see. Should we go for sports figures?
Sure.
Or are we thinking more musicians? Should I browse here and find?
I don't want a musician. I was just talking to Matt about this the other day. Musical guest is the worst kind of guest. No musicians.
Wow, jeez. Okay.
Pooh saying A Place to Bury Strangers actually rules. Seen him a few times.
Well,
Super
for
loud
$2,500, they can come to your house and give you a motivational speech.
I just feel like a noise rock act is not worth a quarter of our winnings here. Of this $1 million gold rush. We still have seven plus 2 bonuses left to scratch on here. Take some calls, see if we can get into it. Of course, we have the other usual games. We can always get into Larry King 5s. We got the prices all correct. Actually, there's another thing I wanted to bring up, Chris. I was doing some research for the show today, and there's something that I became absolutely intrigued by, but I couldn't find it anywhere. And so I've come up with a new segment to maybe help us in situations like these, and we are calling it
White Whale!
White Whale! And so, as I was doing this research, I found this North Korean television show called Let's Trim Our Hair in Accordance with the Socialist Lifestyle. Apparently, there's like 26 haircuts you can get in North Korea. And you just go into the barber shop and you pick 1 through 26. There's a set for ladies, a set for the fellas. They generally don't want you to have long hair because that's kind of like a capitalist degenerate Western thing, but they allow long hair in the case of balding men for a comb over.
Ah.
Yeah. But it was a 5-part series that was on a bigger show called Common Sense. I looked all over for it. I found like a bad YouTube that had some stills from it, but I want like full episodes of this show. And so what I am going to offer to everyone in our audience is that if you were to find me a full-length episode of Let's Trim Our Hair in Accordance with the Socialist Lifestyle, I'm going to give you 100 points. And there's 5 of these episodes. You have the potential to win 500 points on this
White whale!
white whale. So again, that is Let's Trim Our Hair in Accordance with the Socialist Lifestyle. I'll drop that on Blue Sky, if you follow us on Blue Sky, just so you can look it up later. 500 points on the line here if you find all 5 episodes. Should we take a look at that leaderboard, Chris? See where we're at after a couple games?
Yeah, hold on.
Are you sorted?
Yeah.
All right, so it hasn't changed too much. Sun King still at 518. I'm just going to skip Sleeve. We all know Sleeve's on top. He's not calling. He's just sitting on those points. Clark is here at 510. Bone Amputee 478. Shifty Merchant 434. Jubacus 430. Starshine Kitten 400. Pooh Stew at 283 with enough points to fire shots back at Shifty. Visk 173. Avi climbed up that board a little bit. 163, but just shy of pushing Visk down into the most dangerous seat on this the leaderboard. And just so everybody knows, we'll take a look at that prize wall one more time.
Desperate losers! Prize wall! What a collection of wall-to-wall horse shit.
Thank you, Howard. So, as always, that chase item now. Not as always, brand new today. 100,000 points, and you will be the executive producer of this show. Do you recognize the executive producer in this photo, Chris?
I don't actually. Is it a no? It's not the guy from the Towering Inferno video.
Oh, there's Visk. Welcome, Visk.
Hello there.
Hello, Visk. Do you know the name of this Hollywood mogul in the photo for Become the Executive Producer? If you know who this is, I'll give you 25 points.
I don't, but it looks like the older Biff from Back to the Future.
This person is somewhat of a Biff, a little bit more LA. Very Trumpy, Pooh Stew. This person does have some real Trump flavorings. This person had a show on Comedy Central in the early 2000s supposedly about their life, but it was really incredibly narcissistic. Legendary producer, important studio executive. For anybody who knows out there in chatty land, I'll only give you 10 points if you know, because you might have looked it up. But throw in your guesses if you've got them. Visk, welcome. My friend, would you like to play a pre-qualifying game to find out how many scratches you're going to get on this, our $1 million chance? Visk, I can't hide them from you. You know what the pre-qualifying games are. We do not have Who Is That. We don't do Who Is That without Matt. But I do have What Should It Say, and I have Dog Toy, Baby Toy, Sex Toy. Do you have a preference between those two?
I do like What Should It Say.
Let's do What Should It Say. It's a great relief to me, Visk, that you picked this, because the other game always does have the chance of getting us kicked off. We got a poster here from, I'll give you a little hint here. It's from the WPA. It's one of my favorite posters of all time. Liza VP's got it. That's 10 points for Liza VP. It is Bob Evans in that photo. So, Visk, this poster has some dinosaurs on it. It says, as old as creation, and then it'll say something at the bottom. Something unexpected that is as old as creation. What do you think it might be? There's a little hint there. It says, consult your physician. So it seems to be medical in nature. 20 points.
Similar to the ones. It looks a lot like the posters and magazines to sell my old job before they unceremoniously fired me last year. Actually, like around this time a year ago today.
Oof. Oof.
Yeah, don't go to Barnes & Noble, by the way. Don't go to that. They're terrible.
I will not. Fuck Barnes & Noble. That's the official position of Desperate Losers. Barnes & Noble, go fuck yourself.
But this was one of the... Spoiler, this is actually one of the things for sale, like as a picture, at my old job.
So you know what this says?
Yes, I do.
All right, now I'm going to give you 2 stabs at this, because you're basically a shoo-in for the 10 points. But can you give me the best wrong answer to what it is that might be as old as creation? And for the chat too, that 10 points could be yours. You're saying syphilis.
Yes.
Shifty's saying prostitution.
And it's now curable.
And it's now curable. I think you have got the right answer there. I do like Shifty's prostitution. That's a pretty good one. Let's take a look at what it says. It does say syphilis is now curable. Consult your physician. It's a shame you'd seen this one, Vis, because this is a delightful poster, isn't it? The thing that always enchants me the most about this poster is this dinosaur, this syphilitic dinosaur. Look at that, like, toothless smile.
Oh.
Just a rotten head full of syphilis with no teeth.
That's crazy. Imagine a T-Rex with syphilis. I didn't know it was that old.
Neither did I, to be honest, until I saw this poster and I thought it was a joke.
It's a real poster. It was made by our government in the I guess it was the late 1930s when they made this.
Our lower third is stuck, and also I just want to let you know that we can have Peter Brady come talk to us for $25,000.
Peter Brady.
Yeah.
Peter Brady. That still feels like a lot for Peter Brady. I don't love these prizes.
The chat, but if you want someone to do a speakership, you might want to look into a guy named Tony Atlas.
Is he dead?
Former pro wrestler, long retired.
Oh, that Tony Atlas.
But he goes to retro game expos to sell his artwork because he's actually a really good artist. And one of the years my wife and I went, he stopped us and pulled us aside and just wouldn't stop talking to us. And I almost chased us away like annoyance.
I had a friend who had a party once, and I don't know why, but Ed Norton was at this party, and he wouldn't leave. Like, they went out to go get dinner, and when they came back, Edward Norton was still in their house. Sad.
Charge him rent, he can afford it.
Yeah, they should. But you know what? He's had a moment now, though. I don't think we could get Ed Norton for cheap, but, you know, we might not be able to get rid of him if we ever have
I'll tell you, it's cheaper for us to get Peter Brady than it is to get the equipment technician from Ghost Adventures.
Ooh! Wow! Wow, this guy wants Geraldo money. Now, I don't think either of these is a good investment with our $1 million, but
no,
the technician from Ghost Hunters is not going to get a piece of this $1 million.
Ghost Adventures.
Ghost Adventures. Show. Oh, it's not even the big show. Fuck this guy. Putting on airs.
I think I'd rather have the Sly and the Family Stone tribute band. That sounds fun.
How much are they?
They're only $2,500, depending.
You know what? If we win $1 million, this is my promise to you, chat. We will have the Sly and the Family Stone tribute band on this show.
Either that or the former backing band of. Wait, what? Sorry.
Do they have the medical tribute band to that group?
The medical tribute?
Sly and the Family Gallstone.
Oh, I don't know. Is that an all doctors Sly cover band?
No, that's what I called my gallbladder and stone when they took it out of me last year.
Oh, that's nice. I like that. Did you keep it?
No, they wouldn't let me. They said it was medical waste. I couldn't keep my man pearl.
I'm sorry. I think you can. Never mind. I have a friend who got her tonsils because she said it was a religious thing. Then she encased them
Yeah,
in
the
lucite.
medication was too good. I couldn't think clearly at the time.
I get it, man. I just want to also let you know that we can also get the backing band for MC Hammer.
Ooh, that might be better.
Hustu is
It's not
actually
even a
saying
tribute band.
we should book a Desperate Losers mini festival. We'll get the Sly cover band placed to bury strangers. Dan Hicks and his Hot Licks are on this website.
Wow. That's like all of the money, though, right? Like, we have a mini festival.
We're going to make some of that money back, though.
Yeah. I'll tell you what, I will have a mini festival, though, with some of that $1 million, with just guests who call in off of flyers we leave on the street. I bet if we put up like a thing, like bands wanted for a festival, with dozen of viewer, we'd get some hits.
Dozens of us.
Not even dozens, dozen. Visk, you got 7 prizes, 2 bonuses. I'm gonna give you 5 because you did know about our syphilitic dinosaur friend. What are you feeling? Where do you want to be on this card?
Bottom right
Chance
corner.
at $1 million. Bottom right. Bottom right. The winning numbers for us would be a 25, 30, 16, 14, or 34. What do you think that bottom right contains?
I'm going to say 12.
12. Well, really continuing in the chat tradition of being a total fucking bummer, doesn't think we're going to get $1 million. I see your 12. Chat, do you have any guesses? Any other losing guesses for us out there in chatty land?
We got
38,
38, 42, 43.
Well, let's take a look. None of those are winners. Not one. People have so little faith in us.
Not numbers. Okay, 18.
If we win here, we're looking at $40. That'd be the most money we've ever won on a scratcher. Not the million, though. I don't want it. Let's take a look.
More money, more problems. Actually, that's not true.
It's a 32. Did we have a 32 out there? No, we had a 42.
Yeah.
This card is cursed. Chris, these devil's testes that you had me draw on the back, they're fucking us.
Hey, we got a lot left to scratch.
Do we? We don't have that much. We've scratched most of the card at this point.
It's going to be a winner. You just wait.
I hope it's the last one. That would be the most drama for us. Visk, where do you want
go.
your second?
2 more to the left, and we'll do 16.
16. 16. Would be a winner for us. I appreciate that, Visk. I appreciate the confidence. It would be 5 times this winner. 5 times $50.
Shifty, this is the first time I've ever agreed with you. I think it's a winner. 11.25.
This would be This would be what? $250 for us. Far and away the most money we've ever won on this show. But I still want that
break
million.
down the debt.
I want that million. It's 25, 44, 48. We had a 16 from our good friend Visk. Visk, you still streaming?
I am. I'll be on later tonight playing a game called Atlas.
Nice. Everybody, if you're not already following Visk, he's Visk on Twitch. Is Atlas also an adventure game?
Have you ever played Ark Survival Evolved?
I have not.
It's a sandbox style game, but this is a spin-off from that game by people who made Ark. It's basically around pirates and naval people.
Ooh, nice. Nice. I've always been a big fan of Sid Meier's Pirates. And my favorite part of that game is... I love dancing with the governor's daughter. That's my favorite part of Pirates. Maybe we'll play Pirates on this show at some point.
I will say, though, my favorite pirate-based games are the Monkey Island series.
Yeah, Monkey Island rules. It's a 9. It's not a winner for us. Was it a winner for anyone else, Chris?
No.
Gambling!
It was...
It's not a problem if you're winning.
Agreed, Shifty. And we are currently not winning.
But we will be soon.
We will be soon. Visk, you have 3 more of these at your disposal.
I've got 3 more.
Yeah.
I'm going to go rogue and go $50 bonus.
You're going to go $50 bonus. Now, I think this is just a straight binary. I think we either have it or we don't.
Okay.
You think we have it or we don't?
I think you don't, no offense, because nobody ever gets those.
Well, Shifty won $300 off of one once. Of course, Shifty doesn't call in with his losing cards, so I feel like there's a lot more money than the. He won $800 this month, but I don't know how much he spent. Oh, it's a 36. All right, well, now we know a little bit more about how the bonus works. It's 36. It's not a winner for us. Would have been a $50 bonus. So we know that there's a number under the other $100 bonus. You got one more scratch. You know what? I'm going to give you an extra scratch because I misunderstood the game. I thought it was going to be a straight binary. There's a number under there. You would have had a chance to win some points. And I didn't give it to you, so I'm going to give you an extra scratch.
Let's go below the 41 that was already pulled.
All right. Let's take a look at what it would be for us. 5 times.
34.
Saying 34. That would be a winner for us. And whatever it is, we'd
I'm giving you guys
5 times.
Board to get winners of that card.
I love it. I love it. Chat, what do you think? Fisk is saying there's a 34 under there. What are we thinking? Sun King's saying a 44. Sun King had quite the streak on the last episode. 17 from Really Cereal. 30 from Old Shifty. Still a winning number. Let's take a look. Well, it would be 5 times $10, so this would be a $50 win for us if it pans out. And it is a 21.
Welcome to Loserville. Population U.
That's nothing for us so far. Fisk, I don't want to lose faith in this card, but I'm losing faith in this card. Bring me back, Visk, with your last scratch. Make it a winner. Where is it?
Let's go to the right of it.
Right here. What do you think it is?
I think it's going to be a 25.
A 25. Still a winner for us. Still a winner. If we were to win, it'd be 1 times 25. It'd just be $25. Still the most we've ever won on this show. Chat saying 27, 14, 30. Let's take a look. It is an 11. It is an 11. This is the garbage card.
No. Ah!
The only person who's getting any points out of this card is Shifty with the sound drops for getting his royalties.
It's true, and I only just recently remembered that we have those. So Shifty got fucked out of a bunch of points earlier. This is a bad day for everyone. Fisk, do you have any words of encouragement to leave us with on this absolute bummer day?
Don't give up. That's the best thing I can tell you.
Well, we'll never give up. We'll never give up. We're always going to be here every Thursday putting on the best show that 14 people could possibly watch. And I appreciate you always being there for us, Fisk. Come back on Twitch tonight, watching. What time did you say you're going to be on again?
Probably like around 6 or 7 tonight, Eastern time.
6 or 7. He's going to be doing a little gaming, talking to the chat, doing his Visk thing. We love to see it. You're Visk on Twitch. Thank you for calling, friend.
Thank you for taking me. You guys have a good night. Or day.
Day. Bye. Chris. You know what would be the absolute capper on this day?
If
we got a sex toy and dog toy, baby toy, sex toy, and got kicked off of Twitch. That would really cement the day for me.
We just need that magic, that Matt magic back.
We haven't really won big with him either. Our biggest win came without him. But it's better to lose with him. You know, Matt, come home. We miss you.
Yeah, maybe we can, and if we win, maybe we could hire this innovative ventriloquist.
Ooh, Pooh Stewart. Hey, Pooh Stew.
Hello.
Welcome. Thank you for calling in.
Sorry that you're having such a bummer of a day.
Well, it's getting a little better now that you're calling. And you know what? I really misspoke because actually this has been a wonderful day in a lot of ways. We talked to Liza, you know, long-time chatter, and hadn't called in on this iteration yet of Desperate Losers. I was a wonderful thing to see. It's nice to be with our old friends Avi, with Visk. You know, I like this. This is, let me tell you something, Pooh Stew. Every fucking week is a grind, man. I'm out there making shit advertisements that I don't want any part of, but I look forward to this day every week. This is like the high point of my week, you know, to the point that like I tell clients I don't work on Thursdays because I'll never give this up. It just means so much to me, and it means so much to me because of callers like you.
That's so sweet. That's so wholesome and sweet and heartfelt.
It is.
Thank you.
Yeah. I look forward to seeing your shit reference name on our caller ID every week. Now, Pooh Stew, I'm going to ask you a question, because I kind of feel like I know the answer to this. Do you want this card? Do you want a chance at the million? Do you want to play your favorite game?
You can do both.
He could do both. Tell you what,
Yeah.
you do well enough on The Price Is All Correct. I'll give you the rest of this card.
Whoa. All right.
All right, let's do it. Let's take a look at The Price Is All Correct. Welcome back. Well, our chat clicker is stuck again, but we are playing The Price Is All Correct. You know how this game works. Fecal Stewart, but just for the audience who may not be familiar with this game, I'm going to show you an item from the 1902 Sears catalog, and you are going to try to guess how much it costs. The person who is closest without going over is going to win some points. And those points will be 10 points for the closest guess. I'm gonna take a look now at our first item. We're looking at a dozen boxes, of blood pills. There have been over 100,000 of these sold last year. These pills give tone to the whole system, making the eyes bright, the cheeks rosy, and the step elastic with buoyancy and strength. For female trouble, they are an unfailing remedy, but can be taken by either sex without danger. So fellas, if you're having troubles, female or otherwise, these are for you. For weakness, poor, thin blood, giving sallow or pale complexion, a loss of appetite, back pain, palpitation of the heart, menses, and all diseases resulting from the humors in the blood, the effect is wonderful. Now, there's a little bit more copy. We have some direct from the catalog. A wonderful purifier. The effect is wonderful for female trouble. We know that already. For women, in the case of suppression of menses, Lucara, or whites, chlorosis, anemia, locomotor atraxia, a quick and permanent cure can be effected. In fact, it is the greatest remedy known. For men, these pills stand without rival and should be used in all cases where the patient's suffering from a tainted condition of the blood. They have proven especially valuable in the treatment of blood and skin diseases, and as a rule are prescribed by the most successful physicians in the cases of eczema and blood poison. I didn't know eczema was blood related, but there you have it. A similar class of pills retails for anywhere from 50 cents to $1, but they cannot be compared with our famous blood pills. which are the grandest prescription in existence for the restoring of blood to a natural, healthy, normal condition. Had a little bit of a hint there in that copy. Other places might retail these for 50 cents to $1. I don't know if that refers to one box or the dozen boxes. We're looking for a price of a dozen boxes of these miracle blood pills. Poo Stew. You know our reference points. It's $1 for a castrating knife. It's like 50 some odd bucks for a windmill. What do you think?
How many pills are in a box?
I don't know.
Well, that's a good question.
They didn't give us that information. All we know is that Dr. M. Bain's famous blood pills are taking the world over by the weak and sallow complexioned.
Oh man, I hate it when I get a sallow complexion.
It's the worst. It is the worst. I lost my music. There we go.
I'm gonna say, I don't know. They said between 50 cents or $1 for the same deal, but they didn't say if it was one box or 12.
I know, it could be very misleading. Could be very misleading here.
What if each box is just a tiny box with a single pill in it?
It could be. I don't have a sense of the scale, but like, this would have to be an exceptionally tiny box. You know, it'd have to be like this big. You know, that's a hard thing to manufacture. And I have to figure there's more than one.
They could be suppositories.
They could be. All we know is they're blood pills. Visk says they're 38 cents.
Okay, I'm gonna guess $1.
$1. Really sure you're saying 47. The German liquor cure. That was like $1, right, Chris?
Yeah, that was. And you know what's interesting? Usually if I do some poking around, I can find some other pictures of the pills or some sort of old bottle or box available. There's no information about Dr. M. Bain.
I mean, I feel like that's good news. I feel like they all got used up, you know? Like nobody's keeping this box around. They're just like burning through M. Bain's famous blood pills.
You're not gonna keep them.
Well, we've got some good guesses on here. Sun King saying $1.50. Let's take a look at how much a dozen boxes of these blood pills for female trouble or fella's trouble too.
Anybody's trouble.
I want to know what the active ingredient is.
It's $1.80. I feel like the active ingredient is probably cocaine. It's always cocaine with all these pills. That's gonna be 10 points for Sun King there, who's closest. He snuck in on you with that 50 cents, Pooh Stew, but you're still doing pretty good. If you get one of these correct, for every one that you get correct, I'm gonna give you an extra scratch.
I was totally gonna Price is Right Sun King too if you asked me if I wanted to revise.
You should have.
Price.
You should have. You know what? Don't even wait for me to ask. Just get in there. Change your bid. Change your bid.
Yeah.
But you know what? This does. I'm gonna remove one scratch from the card for you, which Shifty. This means you could call in and get that last scratch. Because he was saying he wanted it to be a loser. And Pooh Stew, let me remind you, you do still are the only person who can buy a rejoinder, a roast of Shifty Merchant for 100 points if you wanted to spend them.
He doesn't roast. His life roasts itself.
Beneath your points. Wow. That is a roast in and of itself. Let's take a look at the next item. I love the rivalry. I love it. This is the Fireman's Rubber Coat. This number represents the best double-coated pure gum rubber coat made. Comes in 47 inches long. It's made with a Stormfly front, new patent spearhead fasteners, raw buckle sleeves, and collar, and 2 large pockets on the outside with waterproof flaps. Sizes are going from 36 to 44 inches in breast measure. I feel like these old-time fireman coat, it's not going to fit your modern American fatso if it's ending at a 44. How much you think, Poostu? A coat of rubber. Double gum.
I wish, because this is our third coat now, and we've had high end, we've had low end.
Yes. This is our first fireman's coat, though.
Yeah. So it's a utility coat. It's a
It is.
coat that has...
It is. It's a professional item. We've often seen that the professional items go for a little bit more than you'd think, just because there's some money to be made. And I think this, Chris, in this time period, in 1902, were they public firemen's outfits, or were they still like the private ones that would fight each other on the street to put out a fire?
Oh, that's a good question.
You know about that, right, Poostu?
No, I don't. Firemen used to fight each other?
Yeah, so
Yeah,
it used to be
it was
that
a
like
whole
the fire companies were like, they were private enterprises full of like basically gangs. The fire departments were basically gangs, and they would like show up to a fire, and they wouldn't put out the fire until you paid them. But they were also competing firemen's groups. So sometimes they would show up to a fire and they would get into a big old fist fight over who got to put out the fire and make the money. So you would have to wait for a fist fight to end before the fire got put out.
It really wasn't until like around the time of the Civil War, so we're probably talking like 1860 or so, that we start to have government-run fire departments.
All right, so we're maybe outside of the gang fire department territory with this code. So these guys are civil servants. Shifty saying 1388. Very specific guess from Shifty.
I'm going to bet $14.
$14. I love that your price is writing, Shifty. Do we have any other guesses out there, guys? 1467 from Really Cereal. I love it. Love how competitive we're getting. $8.95 from Visk. $3.70 from Sun King. Poostu, you are the caller. You get to amend this. Where do you want to stick with $14? Really Cereal came in over you at $14.67.
Let's do $14.68.
$14.68. I love it, and let's see it. $3.75. That's going to be Sun King. Wow. Awfully close, Sun King. $3.70. There are times I feel like Sun King must just like have read the Sears catalog in utero or something. Like, what is going on? How does he know? How does he know?
He's got a catalog. He just flips through it.
Shifty's calling him a cheater, and I'm going to say this. Sun King, if Sun King is a cheater, he's a very, very crafty cheater, because he's always close but never gets it exact. You know, I don't think he is a cheater. I would never put that on Sun King myself. But if he is, I respect the game, because he's doing a hell of a job. Poostu, that's going to cost you another scratch. You've got 2 left here. Let's take a look at our last item. Ladies' outsized hosiery, made of fast black, genuine Hemsdorf dye, good weight, made of fine selected Mako cotton, which is very soft and will be appreciated by fleshy patrons. Full regular made with extra finished foot, high, spliced heel, French finished toe, sizes 8.5, 9, 9.5, and 10. For those fleshy patrons, a fleshy patron's hose. Poostu, what are you feeling?
A nickel?
A nickel. A nickel. So you're thinking that it would take 20 of these ladies' outsized hosieries to buy yourself a castrating knife.
I mean, maybe even less.
Maybe even less. Chat, what do you think? What are you feeling out there in chatty land? 12 cents from your arch rival Shifty. Although I think, Poostu, you probably don't see Shifty as your arch rival. That's probably a one-way street, right? He's beneath your notice.
I mean, I notice how awful he is, but it doesn't.
Sometimes I feel like a pyromaniac just stoking a fire when I've got one of you on the phone. So Shifty had 12, Really Cereal's got 13. You're getting a boo, you're awful from Shifty. I don't know why our social bar always dies, but it does. Complained to the company that this show runs on several times, and they cannot answer for me why it breaks. Sun King coming in with 15 cents. Sun King, pretty fucking good at this game. Pushtu, do you want to amend?
Just go and send under whatever Sun King says.
Yeah.
Here, I actually have a video of the hosiery.
Do you? Oh, hold on. Let's take a look. This is an itchy dress.
Yeah, this is from a video called How to Undress in Front of Your Husband. And this is the person who's doing it wrong.
Are you going to get us kicked off of Twitch right now? Is that what's happening, Chris?
You know, we'll find out.
We'll find out. Yeah, this game is turning out to be just as risky for us as Dog says today.
Wow, that is the itchiest dress ever, huh?
Yeah. Ladies outsize hosiery, Pustu. Chris, read back the guesses and who they're from, and then let's see if Pustu wants to amend here.
Absolutely. So we have a guess of 12 cents, a quarter, 13 cents, 15 cents, and that's it.
Real Sadaj, this is from the 1902 Sears catalog.
Oh,
he's saying
$2.70.
Kadadundanga, saying 3 cents. 3 cents from Kadadundanga. Video's from 1938. Pustu, you want to amend your answer?
Yeah.
What do you want, my friend?
I'll go from 5. I'll go from 5 to 4 cents.
4 cents, even less. Having seen the video of a woman itchily undressing for her husband, you think these hosiery are worth even less. Well, let's take a look. $0.40. 40 cents. Who's got that, Chris?
That might be the 25 center. Yeah, Visk, I think, is the closest.
Visk is the closest. Well, Visk gets those 10 points. Stu, I'm only going to give you one scratch on the $1 million scratcher, but I am, as always, going to give you a chance to double your points should you want to take that risk. Do you, Pustu, want to take that risk?
Yeah, let's do it.
Just as a reminder, before you go into this, I want you to be fully apprised. I don't want to have a trial about I didn't know how many points I have. Pustu, you've got 283 leaderboard points. You have 114 spending points. Do you want to bet both or one of these for a chance to double your points?
I'll bet my spending points.
Bet those spending points, 114 of them. I'm going to show you the game. Paying everybody's favorite, what is this? I'm going to show you an item for the 1902 catalog. It's an item that has an analogous product in our time, and you are going to tell me what it is. Are you ready to see what it is?
Yeah.
Pustu, what is this thing?
Oh.
It's got a round thing, looks like a hole in the middle. It's got some kind of knob at the bottom.
Ooh, yeah.
My gut instinct is like a hot water thing. Like hot.
Hot water bottle. But a hot water bottle doesn't usually have like a hole. Do they?
Not usually, I don't think. Maybe it's an inner tube. It's got to be some kind of like seat cushion, something to sit on type situation. It's got to be like
very well be.
An inflatable seat cover.
An inflatable seat cover. What do you think the hole in the middle's about?
I don't. Oh man, this is a tough one. This is tough. Is there any? There's no hints or anything. There's no.
What I got for you is that It is rounded. It has a flat back, rounded front, some kind of knob or something going on in the front. It's got a hole in the middle.
Ooh, we're coming down to the wire for the show itself too.
I still think it's in some kind of seat cover. You sit on this.
You sit on this. You sit on
it,
this.
and yeah, it's the
Well,
thing to sit on.
Poostu, I'm going to offer you the opportunity. If you're right, I'm not only going to double your points, I'm going to quadruple them because we are hitting our 30 minutes left bonus.
Boy, is this day going fast! Only 30 minutes left to go.
Thank you, Phyllis Diller. So for quadruple your points, you're saying this is some kind of seat situation, Poostu?
Yeah, that's the only thing I can.
Anything more specific? Do you want to give me anything more specific?
No.
It's a wise move. Wouldn't want to limit it. I'm gonna, even though that's kind of a sneaky thing to do, I am going to accept it. What is this item? It is a hemorrhoid pillow, a hospital rubber chair cushion. So that is correct. Chris, quadruple this man's spending points.
Wow.
What does that bring you to?
Well, he's
regular.
I know.
He was a little low on spending points previously.
He was.
Oh, I messed something up here. All right, there we go.
Let me know when that's updated and we'll hit it.
All right. Wow. I mean, now he has way more spending points than score points.
Whoa. Let's take a look. There he is, 283 for the board, but 456 for the spending points. Second only to Sun King. Sleeve is up there, but when are we even going to hear from Sleeve? I'm a little agitated. Sleeve has such a commanding lead. We never hear from the guy. But holy shit, Poostu, this is a huge day for you.
Yeah.
I could have pocketed myself up to first or second place.
You could have. You could have. You would have unlocked new prizes even, I think. Incredible. Well, it's still a pretty good day. And it could get even better. Because I am going to give you 2 scratches on this $1 million card we have.
This is going to be the card. We're going to win the $1 million, and we're all going to... You guys are going to quit your jobs. And
we're going to quit our jobs. And you know what else? I'm going to get... If we win this card, if we win $1 million, Poostu, I am going to offer you 5 minutes on this show just to rub it in Shifty Merchant's face.
I think if it's a winner, everybody that's in chat when you win should get 10 grand.
Like of real money or points?
You won $1 million. Yes, real money.
There's 26 people in chat. No, 28 if you include YouTube right now. I don't have that kind of money, man. We're already sinking in like nearly 2 grand into this show. You're not thinking of the future, Poostu. We got to invest in the future of the show. We want to keep doing episodes. We don't want to just blow it all in one Oprah-like go. Oprah wasn't handing out cars on day one. We got to grow this audience, grow this community before I could start giving that back. Also, I feel like I got to get an accountant involved. There's so much more money involved with giving away the money. But I will tell you this, Poostu. I will tell you this. If we win $1 million, I will begin the process of getting an accountant, of getting a lawyer, of trying to figure out how we could like actually give people a piece of winnings on these scratchers. So that is my promise to you. If we win this $1 million, I'm going to see if it's possible. I know from the Adult Swim times, it was not. There were some legal problems with Turner where they couldn't do it. They couldn't give away money. They tried every which way to figure it out. Couldn't make it happen. But we're a much smaller organization. I feel like we can figure it out. And I am committed to hiring that lawyer, hiring that accountant, and figuring it out if we can. So Poostu.
Wonderful.
I'm going to give you... I'm feeling awfully generous. And I really want to see you just lay into Shifty for 5 minutes. I'm going to give you 2 scratches on here. Where do you want them? Do you want a prize? Do you want the $100 bonus? What do you want?
Let's do the 2 on the bottom.
The 2 on the bottom. All right, let's take a look. Let's take a look at those multipliers before we get into it. First one would be 2 times $10, so $20. Not bad, not bad, but not putting us in accountant and lawyer territory. Now this one's looking a little bit more promising here. 20 times 20. That would not really buy us a lawyer and accountant, but it would take down our debt pretty significantly. Which one do you want first, and what do you think it is?
Let's do the last one, and let's guess 30.
30. Let's take a look. Chat, let's get some guesses in here. Somebody gets this on the nose, that's going to be 10 points. 10 points. 33 from Sun King. Not a winner for us, fuck you. Any other guesses? 13 from Really Cereal, also not a winner for us, fuck you very much. Shifty Merchant with a 34, a winner for us, thank you Shifty. Real Stoge is 46, also not a winner for us, fuck you, Real. S Dodge, 18, not a winner for us, fuck you very much.
I mean, 18 you're always allowed to guess, because 18 has become a special number for this show, considering
Yeah,
the
but
frequency
it's not
of
$1
the show.
million number.
That's fair.
18
I
can
also
go
like that-
fuck itself.
I like that Real Stodge is like, does the budget say negative 1,700?
Yeah. No, it
Yes,
says negative 17, 18, 33. Those are real numbers too. That is how much money we've spent on this show. You know, the apparatus for like being able to get callers in and all that shit's not cheap, man. That shit's not cheap. Do you know how much it costs to get Howard Cosell to record a drop from us from heaven? It's a lot of fucking money.
The long distance fees for heaven are astronomical.
I don't deal with that. That's on Howard's end.
He's calling down.
So.
Yeah. You know what would be... We should have a show the receipts segment on this show where I just show you the invoices that Howard Cosell sends me.
Sounds great.
Pustu, remind me of your number again before I give this whole this bottom one here a scratch for $20.
30.
$30. 30 points for $20. It's a 23. Did anyone out there have a 23?
No, they did not. We got a 33, but not a 23.
Got one more here for you, Pustu. What do you think it is?
I got 30 again.
30 again. Well, that would be a winner for us. Thank you. Chat, what do you got? What do you got for us? This
feel
would be
it. It's
worth
coming.
$400 to us. Sun King saying it's a 44. He just wants to pull that money right from our hands. 16 from Shifty. That's a winner. 50 from a Really Cereal. Not a winner. Fuck you very much. 16A Banana from a Real Sadodge. I don't know what to make of that. What is a 16A? It's like a newspaper page.
Yeah, I was going to say.
Yeah. I hate that in a newspaper, you know?
You don't like Alpha
not that
Numerical?
not that anyone has this problem anymore, but I hate when you're reading an article in, 1997, and it's like, for more, go to 2C. Fuck you. Put it on the same page.
I'll have you know that we get all 3 of our local papers, and it is a joy.
You like having to flip around the sections?
I love a local paper. I love the feeling of a cup of coffee and the sound of the paper. You know?
Yeah.
It's great. And the news in the local paper is great. It's like, cow escaped. Children bake cookies. None of this world news that's so troubling. I get enough of that doom scrolling. I just want to know, how did the 4-H kids do when they were showing steers this weekend?
Ooh, does it have a crime blotter?
No, we don't have crime. I'm just kidding.
Oh, there's not like somebody took a pie that was cooling on a windowsill?
Well, they
were drifting into the air from the wonderful smell, and
and just absconded with it.
Yeah.
There's no police blotter in the paper. There is, however, the police blotter exists on the sheriff's Facebook page, which is.
I like that. I like that you have to follow the sheriff to find out what's going on.
Well, no, it's the sheriff's office. It's the whole.
Oh, okay. Oh, I get it. It's not the sheriff.
It's not like it's not our sheriff who's like, by the way, guys, guess what I did today? No, they'll be like, we've arrested these criminals for these crimes, and this is why. And although a lot of the crime is just sorted out between the people.
Let's scratch this off. Let's see what it is.
Let's scratch it. Scratch is good.
It's a 37. It's not a winner for us. Is it a winner for anyone else?
It is not, because we're just having that sort of day. We're
like
not.
Onions and ass. There's no cheese.
Thank you, Shifty.
Yep. Oh, there's only 2 left on this card. Pustu, this is a bummer day. We invoked the 6 nuts of Hades themselves to try to give us a winning card. Seems to have been a mistake. 6 devil nuts are not doing it for us. We are not winning. There's only 1 chance left to win. We could maybe get a $100 bonus. It's not the million, though. It's not the thing that gets us an accountant, gets us a lawyer, gets you guys a piece of this action.
I know that last one might get it for you.
It could. It could. Pushtu, do you want to leave us with any words of wisdom? I can't give you 5 minutes to rail on Shifty, but I will give you just a final parting thought. It can be about Shifty, doesn't have to be. It could be a life lesson.
And that's okay.
Thanks for your call, Pushtu. Bye. Well.
Oh, always good to hear from Fecal Stewart.
Always good to hear from Fecal Stew. Perfect end to a call. Trump talks about perfect calls, but Pushtu delivers perfect calls.
Do you have anything else to say? No, I don't.
No.
Click. Like we're in a sitcom. He does not say goodbye. The phone just gets hung up.
Oh, there's Shifty. Shifty, I know you want to be the winner here. I know you want to bring home $1 million.
There's still 1 left, and then that $100 bonus, it's still there. And this screams winner. It screams winner.
I hope.
If you look at it, like the winning numbers, you don't see hardly any, not even like a single number besides like 35 that is next to it. You know what I mean? Like 32.
Incredible though, because if it won, it would not only be that we won Shifty, but we won on the last thing scratched. Like, how much more dramatic could it get for this show?
I don't know, but I mean, all these high numbers and the fact that there's no like next to it numbers, like it's not like it's going like straight. It's like 25 and there's a 26 or a 24. There's a 23. That's not next to it. And you got 30, and there's not a 31 or a 29. Oh, okay, there is a 29. I was wrong. But, hey, I mean, for a $5 ticket, I'm still thinking this, from the beginning, I thought this was a winner. I'm just like...
I thought it was too. And you know what? It very well could be. Shifty, I'm not going to, there's no point to a pre-qualifying game because there's only 2 scratches left. But I'm going to tell you what. You do well on a pre-qualifying game, I'll give you a couple scratches on this $2 past the $5 scratcher. Would you like to play a pre-qualifying game?
Sure, I will give it a shot.
All right. Do you want to play the one that can wreck the show, or do you want to play What Should It Say?
I know I'm going to suck at What Should It Say. Give me the other one.
Let's wreck this show.
I'm pretty sure
it's
this
time
is
for
always...
everyone's favorite guessing game. Dog,
The
toy,
last time I was
baby,
tricked.
toy, or
I'm not going to be
sex
tricked
toy?
this time.
Jesus, are you being real? That's the game?
Pretty easy. You just look at it and you're like, logically, you can figure it out what it is.
Can you, though? Can you?
Yeah, see, again, there's no way. It's got to be a dog toy because there's no... This could not be for a baby. I don't see how a baby would enjoy this at all. It's got to be a dog. And none of that makes any sense from the shape of it for a sex toy because it just doesn't... I'm sticking with dog toy this time. You can't talk me out of it. It's a dog
It's
toy.
ribbed for pleasure, though. It's ribbed for pleasure.
Yeah, but the shape does not speak to female pleasure. It does not look right. It does.
How do you know it's not male pleasure? How do you know that this is not an every gender like ass stimulator? You don't know. This kitty might be, a downtown kitty.
I'm gonna just put a hard no. You can't talk me out of it. It's a dog toy.
It's a dog toy.
Final answer.
You're gonna stick with it. Chat, what do you
Final
think?
answer, it's a dog toy.
Does chat feel like this is a dog toy? No, but Shifty, give me a little background here. How much dog experience do you have? How much baby experience do you have? How much sex toy experience do you have?
Zero. Like zero on all three. Like all three are a zero. I'm a cat guy.
But you don't know anybody with a dog? You've never been around dogs?
I've been around people with dogs, and I've seen them play with their dogs, with their dog toys, but they didn't look like that. They looked like actual good dog toys that you would like tug of war with a dog.
Well, I can't guarantee
like
that any of the toys, baby, dog, or sex, are good. In fact, I'm going to tell you right now, most of them probably not very good. We're seeing a lot of one-star reviews on these.
I have also been to sex stores where they sell things for this kind of pleasure, and that does not look at all like what I would see. That doesn't look pleasurable at all. That looks terrible. That looks like a thing that would not feel good. I don't know what you would do with that other than, a baby wouldn't enjoy it, and a dog probably would, because they could bite it, and you could fight with them, and a woman, they would probably say that's not the right shape, and it's too long, and it's nothing about that speaks to me as a sex toy. It's just gonna be a dog. I'm sticking.
You're an innocent, because let me tell you something. I could think of some things to do with these, but you're sticking with dog toy.
I can think of some things to do with it.
You're sticking with dog toy. Let's take a look at the review. See if you feel you still want to stick with it.
This is the one time he screwed me. Like it's the one.
I didn't screw you. I'm an objective. Like I'm not trying to push you one way or the other. This product is beloved. Someone likes this product. Jennifer Huston, or Houston, I'm not sure how she pronounces her name, on January 10th, 2025, left a 5-star review.
5 stars.
Yeah, can't explain how great these are. Blank,
a little
big
bump
long
the
blank.
ribs give texture that stimulate. I don't like it though. I don't like it. I'm sticking with dog toy.
Sticking with dog toy. Chat, what do you think? Chat, do you think that this is a dog toy? Could be a baby toy.
Okay, even if it was tiny, it would still be way too long. Even if it was very small, it would still be way too long. And the shape of it is not like it gets bigger and smaller and bigger. It's not the way
Shifty,
sex toys are supposed to be designed.
Let me make a suggestion here. This could be a double-ended situation. You know, could be one side of it's just a handle for leverage.
I don't see how a baby could play with that, and I don't see how it could be a pleasurable sex toy. So I've got to go with dog toy.
Well, let's find out if you're right. It's a baby toy.
Oh, dear Lord.
Hollow teething tube. That's going to be no points for you, Shifty.
Who would make that for a baby?
Whoever did?
That's a choking hazard. That's going to kill babies.
I was so confident that Shifty would lose, I made a custom graphic.
You know what, Chris? Save that. I feel like we're going to use that a lot.
Get this one right.
Save this. This is amazing. We're going to use this thing all the time. Shifty, it was a baby toy. Sorry to say. It's going to be no points for you. I will give you the end of the... No extra scratches on another card, but I will give you the rest of this. This could be a $1 million card.
Just tell me it's a winner. Come on, big $100 bonus. We got it all day.
Yeah, this is not only...
Screw Pooch-Doo. Pooch-Doo sucks.
If this card is a winner, if you guess it, you're going to get the standard 10 points, right? But I am going to give you a 50 times multiplier if you guess correctly and it's a winner. That'd be 500 points. In addition to that, if it's a winner but you didn't guess correctly, I'll give you 200 points. That's how much I want to win.
I'm still feeling like it's a winner.
Not on the $100 bonus, though. $100 bonus, I give you 15 points.
I don't know why, but I like 30.
You like 30. Chat.
I like 30. It's a winner.
Let's get some
and
guesses.
It's going to be 30. It's right next to the 29. 29, 30. 30 is the winner.
Let's get some guesses from the chat. Shifty's saying 30. What are you guys saying it is? I'm going to give 10 points to
And
anybody who gets
it's
this
probably
right.
going to be for like a $10, like win $10.
Pooster wants us to crank Pata Pata to drown you out. I don't think so, though. I like having you on the phone, Shifty. I like Poostu. I like you. I feel like a parent with two feuding children. I love you both.
Well, I mean,
not equally, though. I don't love you equally. One of you I love more.
I think I'm the only person who's called into every single show. I could be wrong.
That could be. You could be.
I don't think I've missed one yet.
Missed one. I think Avi missed one. I think you might have called it. I don't know if anybody else. You might be the only person. That could be true. Could be true. You're the only person who has been indicted for crimes against the show. That's for sure.
It's true. Yeah.
39, 34, 33, 37 from Zombie 3LL3. I think that's a first-time chatter, is it not, Chris?
It sure is,
I do
and
not
they've got some
recognize
points.
Zombie. I do not remember Zombie 3LL.
Welcome, Zombie. Welcome to Desperate
Welcome.
Losers. This is the show where we do scratch-offs, play a bunch of games, you win points, and with those points, Shifty, if you'll just allow me to do this real quick, you can win prizes.
Desperate Big winner, come on.
Prize
Some of the
wall.
prizes you could
What
win.
a collection of wall-to-wall horse shit.
Thank you, Howard. Some of the things
Howard.
you could win from us, which for 25 points, you can get an NFT. It's not a regular NFT. This is a non-functioning token. It's going to be a JPEG in a zip file with a password. You can get your ad, your filthy, filthy ad in our countdown. This is my favorite prize. I'm surprised more people don't claim this. We have Kojak trading cards from the 1970s. And I'm willing to give these away, one of these away for 200 points. And not only will I give one of those away, because I have so many Kevin Dobsons. I'll give you a free Kevin Dobson with any Kojak card. So for 200 points, you could take home a Telly and a Dobson. Look at this Telly. This is a great fucking Telly. This one might be the best one.
Clipped.
Counting money. Counting money. You know what?
I don't even know what that is.
Shifty. You see this Telly counting money? If we win $1 million, I think I'll have enough money to buy more Kojak cards. They're worth a lot. They're worth a lot.
Yeah, I mean,
Kojak Collectibles, this is somewhere where you want to put, in these trying times where people are thinking, should I put my money into gold? Should I put it into silver? The market's all over the place. You want to put that money in Kojak trading cards. Are you kidding? It's a moneymaker. And Shifty, if we win $1 million, I will give you this Kojak card. This Telly counting money. I will give you as a reminder of that time that we won $1 million.
Well, I want the Dobson too, though.
Yeah, I'll give you a Dobson. I got Dobsons to go around.
Better
But you know what?
include the Dobson.
You know what?
We've got Dobsons.
I'm not going to give you one of these common Dobsons, right? The Dobsons we usually give away. I'm going to do one better. If we win $1 million, if we win $1 million fucking dollars, I'm going to give you the rarest Dobson of all. Look at that.
Oh, man. The one where he's going bald?
I mean, yeah. These are not flattering. You know, these were made by a Dutch company in the 70s, and the pictures that they chose to make cards of are not flattering. Look at this one.
Well, that's why they were
Roger
so
Robinson.
rare, right?
Celebrate. Yeah, I know. Celebrate.
Well, yeah, that one looks great, though. I would take that one. He's like, Action Jackson, bam, shooting somebody.
Yeah, but this is Roger Robinson. Like, this guy was in August Wilson's, like, 6 of his plays. Like, big deal actor. This is so beneath him. You know, and he did some good work on Kojak. Not gonna lie. But yeah, I'll give you that Dobson. I'll give you the Telly.
Give this guy 3. They don't spend them all in one place.
Nice, Zombie. Thanks for the
Excellent.
follow.
3 points. How many points has Zombie got?
He's got 13 now.
13. That's like halfway to an NFT.
He's killing it. Zombie 3LL3.
It is all on the line. This last scratch, it could mean $1 million. for Desperate Losers, it could mean something better than $1 million.
And honestly,
for Shifty
It
Merchant.
all comes down. I have many times thought I lost a ticket until it came down to the bonus game and hit the bonus game.
You know what, Shifty? We invoke the devil. We invoke the devil's 6 testes to try to win this card. It has not paid off for us. Let's try something new. I'm going to invoke
Now, you know those other,
Christ
cards where you flip it
Almighty.
over
We're going to
and there's
scratch.
more on the back.
Oh my God.
We're going to scratch with Jesus.
Jesus doesn't like me. I don't know about that.
Let's take a look. You were saying a 30, Shifty, right?
30.
All right. If we
29
win
next to
this,
it'll be 30.
if we win this, it will be $40,000 a year
Okay.
for 25 years. I'm gonna tell you right now, that's not enough for us to quit our jobs. But if we made
Probably
that,
not
if we were making for 25 years $40,000, I
I mean,
guarantee
if it does, then the phone will just hang up and we'll never hear from you guys again.
No, are you kidding? I'm still gonna do this show. This is what I want to do, man. Like, if I was like wealthy and didn't have anything to do, this show would be even more elaborate. Like, I'd spend my every waking moment just working on this fucking show.
But if you got a lot of money and you suddenly people just start coming after you for the money.
They have to know who I am, Shifty, and I've been very cautious to not use my name here.
Basically, when you win the lottery, the first thing you do is just disappear.
I'm gonna form an LLC. No one will know who won this lottery.
You say that like we haven't already disappeared.
Yeah, I know. Let's take a look. Let's take a look. This is the big money prize. That is the big money prize. Shifty, it's an 8.
Oh no.
Well,
Nice going, Nimrod.
that ticket was so promising.
I know.
Every way.
What about the $100 bonus?
We still have the $100 bonus. That would be a big win for this show. Shifty, if we get the $100 bonus...
$100 on a $5 ticket would be amazing.
I know. I can't give you the telly for this. This telly is worth too much money. And I can't give you the rarest of Dobsons. But I'm going to tell you what. If we get that $100 bonus, I'm going to mail you... I know. I'm going to mail you... Let me see. I'm going to find you a good card in here. You know what? I will mail you the Roger Robinson. And I will give you a common Dobson if we get that $100 bonus.
Well, let's see, because my confidence level is dropped dramatically.
What do you think, though? What number is the $100 bonus? And I'd love to see from the chat, what do you think the number could be? Even if we lose, there's a chance for you, the viewer, to win some points, win the chance to get your own Kojak cards. You know, and I've not shown this on the show. I've not shown this on the show, but, I mean, maybe eventually some of these prizes, some of these high-value ones, maybe this rare Howard Cosell.
I like the extremes, so I will go with number 1.
1. I like it.
1.
Wouldn't be a winner for us, though. So you wouldn't get the Kojak cards. But you know what? I like it. It's a hedge. You get some points, even if you don't end up with the Kojaks. Look at that 3D texture on the Howard card.
Wow. What a...
Yeah, Howard Cosell was a football player. That's got to be worth like $10.
For the Miami Dolphins? More than $10. This is Howard Cosell.
More than $10.
Yeah. The voice of American
Look it up
football
on
on
eBay.
ABC. I wouldn't even know where to begin. Let's take a look at this $100 bonus. It's a 19. This is absolute dog shit. Absolute dog shit.
Yeah.
You dork. And by dork, I mean a whale's penis.
Oh my god.
Ouch! Harsh! Fuck you very much, Geraldo. How much did he want? $40,000 to make an appearance?
He wanted between $40,000 and
He's got to be
$74,999.
really old. He's got
Well, he's got to be in
so
his
old by
70s,
now.
right? Early 70s, I'm going to say.
Yeah.
He's not just leaving the house unless you're paying him a lot of money.
Well, he doesn't have to leave the house. That is the beauty of Desperate Losers. Where are you right now, Shifty? You're in the house.
He is 81 years old.
Wow! You look good for
Yeah,
81.
but I thought he was talking about, like, for a personal appearance, he wants that much money.
No,
Yeah,
well,
yeah,
he's just
he
making
was.
a personal appearance on this show.
Oh, well, that's outrageous, then. He's not going to get that.
No, I'm not going to pay 70 grand to Geraldo, especially not with a losing ticket.
Especially
I mean,
not
he's
when,
lucky to get
we could spend the same money
$7,000,
and get
like-
the guy from Ghost Adventures.
Not
If I
even the
was
guy
gonna
from
throw a
Ghost Adventures, the
private party-
technical consultant.
It's true.
Sorry, you're
I'm
saying,
throwing a
Shifty?
big party in my house. I might pay him like $5 to $7 grand to make a personal appearance and actually be here for a while. That would be like reasonable.
You
But for
think
like one
that...
message.
I feel like Geraldo is not going to get on a plane and come to bumfuck Missouri for $5,000, my friend.
I mean, SAG minimum for a day.
How bored is he? How much does he have to do? Is he doing
He's like
anything?
$1,000.
Is he making any money? Probably not. I would if he's got nothing else to do. Come to a party in Missouri. Let's do this.
What makes you think he doesn't have something else to do? This guy is probably like going to orgies with
Because-
Megan Mullally. He's probably, chumming it up with,
Because just like Pooh Stu just said, I thought Geraldo was dead. So did I. I thought he died a long time ago.
Well, the guy's a survivor, and that's why he's so expensive.
When you get old, you get bored and lonely. You'll be like, hey, this guy's throwing a party. He wants to pay me? All right. I'll show up.
Well, Shifty.
Look, this is
A
Geraldo
difference of
literally
opinion.
yesterday.
He looks good.
He looks
Good
really
for
good.
81. Yeah. But this is
I
an
mean,
unholy
basically-
trio of shitheels right here.
There's a scale. There is like a scale of like how popular you are by like how much money you're worth for a appearance or like a message, and he's not nearly up that level. He's not up that
His
level.
cameos are like our SAG low budget minimum. You get 5 minutes of work from him for $250. Newscasters are not SAG, but I just figure that's.
I think
a good
they're after
that
though,
sounds
right?
about
They're
right.
after
Like,
it, yeah.
if I wanted to say Geraldo wish my sister a happy birthday, like $250 would be about right.
Is it though?
Now,
I don't know, man.
now coming
I
to
feel
my
like
party, like making a personal appearance, even though I paid for his travel.
Oh, I'm sorry. It's CWA.
it's CW. All right. Hey, we got to get our unions straight on this show.
It's very important.
Shifty, I'm going to tell you this right now. If I was your sister and you spent $250 on getting me a message from Geraldo, I'd be kind of pissed you didn't get me something nice for $250.
Well, I wouldn't do that to my sister. I'm just saying. My sister, she gets nice stuff from me. She doesn't get anything like that. I get her a pillow with a Sanrio character on it.
All right. Is this like, what's Sanrio? Is that like an anime thing?
No, it's a Hello Kitty, Baditsumaru.
Yeah.
All the little
All right.
characters.
I don't know
There's
my
like 15
Japanese pillows.
characters.
Hello Kitty. Come on,
Hello
Hello
Kitty.
Kitty.
I don't have a sister. Come on. That should kill me.
I like that there are people who are Shifty truthers. Don't think you have a sister. Well, Shifty, thanks for the call. We're reaching the end of this show.
Yeah, I'm sorry nobody won. I didn't win. Nobody won anything.
I'm sorry, Chew. I'm hoping that I know I saw you. You're missing Matt. We're missing Matt too. We're hoping he will be back next
starting to
episode
shake.
very soon.
I mean, like, if he's not back in another week, I might have to go to the hospital for my New York methadone.
You're Mattadone?
That's a never mind.
Well, it's just not the same without him. Shifty, thanks for your call.
Oh, Poostu asking about The Sims.
The Sims is still happening. It's been happening this whole time in the background. If we want to take a look, I forgot all about the mats. Hey, you know what? Before I cut to the mats, though, I want to guess from the chat how many piles of trash do we think this game has been running the entire show? The entire show in the background, it's been running. How many piles of trash do we think are out there? Do we think all 3 mats are still alive? And we'll go out on that. We'll go out on those guesses. 45 piles from Shifty, 69. Very nice, really, Cereal. I'm going to tell you right now, I don't think that the Sims 1 is capable of handling that many piles. I'll tell you right now, all their plants are dead. That's a hint. Is the clown still there? Shifty saying clown's alive, 2 mats are dead. All mats alive, the floor is trash. Clown is still there. I'm gonna give everybody like 2 points for every correct guess on this. Let's take a look. Where are we with our virtual mats? Well, the mats, they're all still alive. Hunger's low on all of them, so they could die. They're filthy though. Look how filthy and uncomfortable these mats are. They have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Looking like 20 piles of trash. I don't think anybody got that. Did anyone say all the mats were alive? The clown is still there. 2 points to everybody who guessed 2 points to everybody who guessed the clown was still there. It's a sad scene in the madhouse. Oof. Rough. Chris, this day has sort of gone for us the way that it has for the virtual mats. I feel like we can really only end this on our sad and usual note. Forever losers. We'll raid something cool on the way out. I'll look something up as we say goodbye with this.